When we welcome a newborn into the world, we cradle a true wonder in our arms, a living being whose potential is a magnificent mystery waiting to be unraveled. Which makes us think for a moment, what thoughts will occupy that wonderful little mind? What kind of life will this child sculpt from the raw materials of existence? Ideas, my friends, are the most powerful currency on this planet. Each of us is born with a built-in idea factory, a gift that comes as standard with our Homo sapiens package, the formidable brain. These ideas drive us to become better and greater than we are today. They are the anchors deeply rooted within us. They are what keep us steady when the storms of life unfold around us. Let's not forget, however, that we are far from infallible. Mistakes, dear friends, are as natural a part of our journey as the air we breathe. We understand that they are stepping stones on our way to growth and the exploration of the uncharted territories of the unknown. Each of us has inherent and unique differences. These distinctions, regardless of our genetic makeup, guide us towards goals that resonate with our true selves. Our genuine goals, not the aspirations of parents or friends, align perfectly with our innermost desires. They become our imaginations, our visions, encouraging us towards the path we should be taking. That's why it's important to remind ourselves of the power of ideas, the strength of recognizing our mistakes, and the importance of aligning our goals with our authentic selves. Our inner voice often serves as a projection of our deepest wisdom, a wisdom rooted in our genuine and inherent abilities. But in order to embark on a journey towards our unique potential, we must set aside conformity. We must understand that there are dimensions where conformity is the enemy, and the inclination to unquestioningly follow the standards set by others is a subtle trap. Look, there is a human tendency, perhaps learned and reinforced during our formative years, to assume that if a significant number of people are doing something, it must be the right thing to do. It's as if we believe that quantity equals quality. But I'd like you to reflect on this. The vast majority of people rarely experience the best that life has to offer. I have the impression that the best is rarely the most popular. That's why it's important to reflect on our actions and choices. Are we doing things because everyone else is? Or do we really discern that these actions align with our unique path towards our purpose? The road less traveled often leads to the most extraordinary destinations. So, free yourself from the shackles of conformity. Embrace your individuality. For it is in these moments of non-conformity that we can open the door to our personal journey towards even deeper meaning and fulfillment. When the masses are heading in one direction, sometimes the most extraordinary path is the opposite. It's a deep perspective that can guide you to a life with fewer regrets. When we combine our intuition with our intelligence, we create truly exceptional ideas. How it all fits together is still a bit of a mystery, but believe me, it works. You've probably experienced moments when you knew where you were going and pursuing it intensely seemed to invoke incredible coincidences. When we are clear about our destiny and fully engaged in our journey, it's as if the universe conspires to help us. Invisible and visible forces unite on our side. But of course, it's not all flowers. There will always be challenging moments which even the most dedicated can find difficult. It's a test of our perseverance. Perseverance, my friends, is the secret weapon. When rejection knocks on your door again and again, it's your unwavering persistence that will answer the call. That's why one of the most important steps on the road to success is commitment. A person who is 100% committed to their goal is willing to take all the necessary steps without an escape route or second thoughts when the going gets tough. So, try to understand this. When you are 100% committed, burn all bridges and move forward with unwavering determination. For it is this determination that strongly influences our results. When we talk about goals, they are more than just achievements. They are the essence of our journey, the manifestation of our being in its purest state. Imagine that one's goal is simply to reach the top of a majestic mountain. The climb there is a journey full of challenges and rewards. During this climb, you not only get closer to your goal, but you also change. You become the person who is capable of reaching that lofty goal. That's the real magic of the journey. Before we do anything, we need to become what we want. Our thoughts and convictions shape the reality around us. So, each of us has the power to create and direct our own destiny. Every thought is a seed sown in the gardens of our mind. As any wise gardener will tell you, the quality of the seeds also determines the harvest. So what we plant in our thoughts shapes the reality we reap. This is the essence of the statement. We become what we think about. Imagine then that each thought is a small architect, designing the structure of our life. Each deep desire, each noble aspiration is the plant that grows in that inner garden. The more we feed these plants with positive thoughts, the more robust they become. But there's something else here, something that transcends mere positivity. In order to achieve our deepest desires, we must also recognize and embrace our own shadow, the negative thoughts and emotions that dwell within us. After all, the light can only shine fully when we recognize the darkness. And it is in this deep recognition that we find transformation. When we face our shadows with compassion and acceptance, they lose their power to limit us. We truly become our own essence, with love and full awareness prevailing. Thus, to achieve our deepest desires, we must cultivate a mental garden full of positive and constructive thoughts, but we must also be brave enough to explore the depths of our psyche. It is in the balance between light and shadow, between positive and negative, that we find true wisdom. So, the master key, my friends, is in our capacity for thinking. We are the architects of our own lives, and each of us has our own inner guide, a compass that points in the direction of our deepest dreams. But don't be fooled. Long-term success is not the result of luck or innate talent, but of resilience and perseverance. It's the courage to face up to challenges and keep moving forward, even when the path seems steep and impossible. So I invite you to reflect deeply on your lives, desires, dreams, daydreams, and visions. Look for consistent patterns in your thoughts, those themes that constantly emerge in you. This may be the call of your inner essence, the voice of inner wisdom whispering what you should be looking for. When we find something we're truly passionate about, not just as a job but as a life mission, it's as if we've found our river. This is the course that will take us to our most meaningful destination. That's why I mention so much in our videos here on the channel about our deepest desires, about what resonates in our being. The diversity of experiences that each of us goes through is the spice of life. It's something unique to each of us. And the ability to find the connection between what we're passionate about is a unique gift. I've noticed that some still ask, why set goals at all? Why not just face life as it comes and do the best with what we have? Well, a goal paints a picture in our subconscious. Each of us has a goal, even if we don't admit it. Everything you want to achieve in life represents a goal. And once we define our goals, they provide us with the drive and energy we need to stay on the path long enough to achieve them. Just as the captain of a ship about to set sail should be able to tell anyone what the next port of destination is and perhaps the next one after that. If you've ever traveled at sea, you may have been surprised at first by how slow large ships are on the water. A ship moving away from the dock and towards a distant port at 20 knots may seem slow, in fact. But the ship is moving constantly, 24 hours a day, always towards its destination. Of course, that was just one example, but we can do the same in our own lives. People with goals to which they have dedicated their hearts and minds are always moving towards those goals. Our ideas are more than a neurochemical and electrical response, although they are that too. An idea is the combination of elements to produce a new result. All information, regardless of its nature, has value when we are formulating ideas. Every piece of knowledge we acquire is like a brick that builds the foundation of our visions. As we pursue our goals, the ideas that emerge guide us, inspire us, and drive our lives forward. When we set an important goal for ourselves, we present our mind with a problem to be solved, a challenge to be successfully achieved. Instantly, the mind goes into action, looking for the information we need to turn this idea into reality. More often than we realize, we get in our own way by doubting the suggestions that filter into our consciousness, only to discover later that they would have been wonderful ways forward if we had listened to them. The idea becomes real in our lives, even if it takes years to realize it. We become what we think about, but the act of thinking depends on us. The degree to which people regularly underestimate their capacity for achievement is incalculable. When it comes to setting goals for ourselves, we tend to play it extremely safe and thus stay within small limits. I can't say for sure, but it seems to me to be a kind of fear. But why? Why be afraid? The truth is that there is no such thing as security while we are alive. If we seek security during our lives, we are seeking something that simply cannot be guaranteed. A good idea is one that results in a change that is beneficial, and good ideas come in all shapes and sizes. So, a good idea means change. We are the only creatures with the power to create our own worlds within the world in which we find ourselves. An incredible power, indeed. And that's why ideas are the greatest things on earth, because it's ideas that change our lives. It's ideas that transform us, that make us develop and grow. So remember, we not only become what we think about, but we also become beings fully aware of our ability to shape our destiny and achieve the deepest desires of our hearts. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit from this message. And don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks again for watching and for joining me. Take care and see you soon.